Guys, shots rang out after the blaze before the suspect fled on foot and went missing. Parkgoers are now speaking out. Who talks like that? No one. So why do we? Somewhere, somehow, on the long and winding road of broadcast news, we wandered into newspeak. We took a hard left turn into cop speak, and then we drove straight off a cliff into cliches. As a news anchor, reporter, TV journalist, avoid cliches like the plague. See what I did there? Talk like a human, be relatable, personable. Now I've got a video that covers my top 10 news writing pet peeves. Check that out on my YouTube channel. But here's an extension of those thoughts, focusing on the cliches we can't seem to shake. Here are my top 9 news cliches we all need to stop saying yesterday. All right, 1, wreaking havoc. We see this one all the time, especially after a storm, possibly a crime spree. It's so commonly misused in real life conversation that some people don't even pronounce it correctly. I hear it constantly, wreaking havoc, which sounds like a failed demolition. Instead, simply say destroyed, ruined, devastated, etc. Something that doesn't feel like it came straight out of a Shakespearean epic. 2, sounding the alarm, another doozy we see all the time. Let's be real. When's the last time you sounded the alarm? Right after your morning coffee, maybe? Honey, I'm fed up with the Wi-Fi. I'm sounding the alarm. Unless you're physically pressing down a big red button, just say they're warning people. It's a serious situation. No bells necessary. Residents, citizens, community members, participants, parkgoers, beachgoers, folks. They're all just people. Call them people. Now, police will tell you when there's a verbal altercation. Did you tell your friends about your verbal altercation with your boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe your verbal altercation with your spouse? It was an argument. They had an argument. You had an argument. Next, behind bars. No, it's jail or prison. And be specific, and note there's a difference between jail and prison. So unless you're anchoring a game show called Guess That Penitentiary, just call it what it is. Stable condition. Now this is one officials or law enforcement will get wrong. They'll put it in a press release or a statement saying someone is in stable condition. Hospitals, doctors, they know better. They'll tell you that stable is not a condition. Good, fair, serious, critical, those are all conditions. One can be stable within any of them. Next up, the white stuff. I had a coworker who had me cracking up one morning. He told me he used to work with a veteran news anchor who despised white stuff. He said, "When you say white stuff, people think cocaine." I wouldn't go that far, but it is a cliche. A lot of things are white. Just call it snow. The community is reeling. The administration's reeling. The last thing I reeled, not sure about you, but the last thing I reeled was a fish. So unless you're an angler or you're covering a boxing match, just say they're upset, or a synonym likely close to it. And finally, it is what it is. Yeah, pure Zen wisdom right there. Sorry, that's the worst. Drives me bonkers. Of course it is what it is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be it, would it? All right, which cliches do you hate in TV news or the written word in general? I promise I'd love to hear them. Please tell me in the comments, and please reach out. If I can ever help you in your newsroom or with your career, I would love to help wherever I can, however I can. Let's lift each other up. Let's be atypical.